name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Dear Lord Jesus, Heavenly Father, please still my soul. Shield me, guide me, protect me in love and light. I rebuke all evil entities that banish them back to their source, body, and blood. Amen. Thank you. I am with Amy Thomas. I'm looking for her father-in-law. Tom Thomas, are you here? Goes like that. Wow, he kind of looks like an uncle I had. How he came through, how I saw him, he's coming through younger, like maybe 30s, 40s. He looks like he's got like thin wired glasses that are like that. Yeah. That's like the first thing that I saw on him. He feels like he's outside. He likes to be outside or at like a part, like tinkering, doing things outside. He's pretty laid back dude. How he's coming through, like a jeans and a t-shirt, like just cool, chilling guy. Yeah. He goes, I can't have a temper. Don't get it twisted. Most of the time, he just kind of like to just be like to himself, like not easygoing, just easy peasy. Don't much. He goes, you can put anything in front of me, I'd eat it. Like kind of easy. Like don't matter. Tom. He's bringing up a time where he like cut his hand or his finger really bad, or like a thumb or something. Like, I don't even know if you'd remember, but it was pretty freaking atrocious. I hate blood. It was just like, he was putting up his thumb. I heard right off the rip. Tom Thomas, is there a message that you want to give to Amy Thomas? Now he's funny. He's like, what you doing? Like loud like that. He's like, hey. Let her know that she was the best. Only the best could run with her. Only the best keep up with her. I dare you to try. You're going to fall short every damn time. She'll throw you for a loop, leave you knocking and swinging. He says you're a diamond in a rough. I feel like he's apologizing for having to see all the shit that you've gone through. If anyone knew it best, it was him. He goes, I tried to tell her to keep her mouth shut. She never listened. You couldn't make her listen. He calls you Spitfire Firecracker. Go further. I heard him say, tell me about them numbers. That kind of feels like a gambling or a betting or chancing energy. He's saying right now you need to focus on you. You need to understand that half the experiences that you're going through are because of pain, emotional pain. He's trying to speak about the connection of the things that you do here in your body in the 3D are all connected to emotional pains. He wants you to take a huge reflection on. He says the changes that are coming your way, that you're gonna be faced with ultimatums, changes. This is in regards of health that you're gonna have to be making. You're gonna be like, nah. He says what's gonna help you get through this is to understand the emotional connection that you have with these physical things that that could be presented to you, that you'll have to shift, change, or alter. He says it ain't gonna be pretty, ain't gonna be easy. He's like, you're gonna turn into a total chaos bitch. He goes, everybody better just stay the hell away from you. He's saying at first you're gonna say no, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna want to do it. Nope, I won't. I am set my ways. He goes, time frame. Anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months down the line, after given the chance to make these changes for your health, you're gonna see the severity of it. Oh God, I see you. He showed me you like hacking up, coughing, the most nasty. Stop playing my water bottle. Most nastiest, darkest, like phlegm, something like coming out. Maybe even blood. It's gonna freak you out badly, and you have trouble catching your breath. Your stomach hurts from dry heaving so hard from coughing. You have like a coughing fit. A dizzy spell follows it. You almost feel like you're gonna fall out, fall over. You kind of do. You fall back, and then in that moment when you're like this against the wall, you're gonna take a deep sigh and be like, I surrender. You're gonna cry. This is what he's showing me. Do you know that everything I speak about like this can be prevented because you have free will? Just because you choose not to that day, if you were to choose that day, either way that you choose that day, it still plays out. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Think about it this way. You got a book. It says turn to page 5 if you want Johnny to go to school. Turn to page 27 if you want him to skip school. Okay, so you get to choose the story. Those kind of books, all right? So every page in that book was written. which means that it really does play out in reality. Just because you're not experiencing it, it still does happen. I'm able to see what would happen either way in your reality, whatever path it is that you choose, due to free will. You can't be everywhere at one time simultaneously. It's what you're in the moment. So if you choose not to get the changes in regards to your health when the challenge presents it to you, that is what you're going to experience. Is what he's showing me. What's going to happen if she does decide to grab the changes in the moment when they're presented to her? I heard disconforming. What? What's the word? Discoagulation. Okay, so I know that coagulate is like blood thickening and clotting. Is that what the... Okay, so maybe you might be put on some blood thinner type thing, because that's the only thing I can really like think to get from that. Can you answer? Possibly, but it's not always a blood thinner that will thin your blood. Okay, so what is it? Oxygen release, the truest dynamic to help her heal. The doctors are going to set her up. What? The doctors are going to set you up with a healing formula that's going to throw you for the ringer. They're going to try to attack and approach, how many? 5 different symptoms, diseases, ailments, issues at one time. Tell them that they need to slow down and space it out, and that you will only agree to the changes if they are mildly layered and brought in. Your body cannot handle everything all at once, he's saying. So if it's done that way, then how will the blood be? Okay, the blood will be okay. All right, so that's a warning. That's a good warning. I like that. Do you want to ask him any questions, or do you want me to keep pulling?
I want to know if he has a message for Terry.
Who's Terry?
That's his daughter. My sister-in-law is here.
Okay. He said, why do you cry so much? It's for her?
Mm-hmm.
He said, why do you cry so much? Why do you feel like you're so abandoned? You need to step back and understand that it's you that is abandoning yourself. He's talking about pain, emotional pain, suffering. He says, people are no good to you and you know this. He goes, but yet you're still expecting them to fill your cup. You're still expecting them to love you in a way that they can't even love themselves. He goes, in a way that you can't even love yourself. He says it breaks his fucking heart to see you go through this emotionally. He says that you deserve so much better than this. He says it's always been this way. It's par for the course. He says, but it's never too late to change. I don't care how old you are or how old you think. So much time. He goes, people around you need to act right. He goes, but then again, you can't make them act right. He says it's time for you to start showing up for yourself in the ways that you never have before. Do the things that you want to do that you hold yourself back from doing. He says, God, I hate to see. He goes, it's like you're holding yourself in contempt. You don't feel like you deserve to do anything. He goes, what is freedom and what is fun? When is the last time that you actually enjoyed both of those at the same time? Tom, is there anything else that you want to say to her? He goes, get right, woman. He yelled it just like that. He showed me a pie. He goes, you make this pie, but yet you only take one little slice for yourself. You just give it away. He says, you've always been that way, and I don't understand that about you. I heard the word, I heard him faintly say back surgery. I don't know if that's for you or someone around you or him. Would you know? I just say what I hear. Okay. We're at 10 minutes with him. Do you want to keep going, or do you want me to thank him?
I want you to ask him about his son, Wade.
Ask about what?
His son, Wade. That is my husband.
Like, just what do you have to say to him? Okay.
Yeah.
Tom Thomas, do you have a message for your son? He doesn't seem too happy with him. He's not amused. I hear like 5 things at once. I'm trying to like tone it down clearly. There's a lot of discrepancy in the way that he was raised and the way that he turned out. I'll say that for sure. He goes, I put my foot up his ass, but his head is already entertaining it. Go further. I want you to know that I keep my eye on you, that I always kept my eye on you, and it doesn't matter how much I look at you. There's nothing that anyone could say or do that's ever going to make you change or become the person that I thought you should be, that I prayed and dreamed that you would be. He goes, get out of these damn vicious cycles. This is for him. He goes, you play out so many scenes in your head about living the big life, doing this, doing that. He goes, you don't do a damn thing. It feels like he's trying to call him lazy. Like procrastinator / lazy. He's shaking his head. Yeah. He goes, you didn't get that from me. He's going like that. He goes, one day life is going to hit you so hard, you think it's already hit you so hard. One day life is going to hit you so damn hard, you're going to look around and there's not going to be anything around you that you fucking love. Yeah, you might have this, and that. He goes, but what is it going to bring you? It's not going to bring you anything. Sure as hell ain't going to bring you peace. He goes, I love you so much as my son. He goes, but damn it. He goes, you choose to suffer and you love that shit. He goes, and then you throw it on everybody else. Everybody around you has to suffer. You're very vindictive and I don't know where the fuck you got that from. He's shaking his head. He goes, you got it from your mama. I'm just the phone. Just the phone. He's calling her names. I ain't gonna say those. Okay, that's just not nice. That's okay. Yeah, he's still calling her names. All right, I got the picture. Just bad names. We'll just go with that. Very bitter. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to talk with Tom about? He's telling you to relax.
Tell me to relax.
You.
Sure.
Just.
Okay, we'll try and let's talk with Tiffany.
Okay, let me thank him. He goes, I'll stay. Okay, step back, please.
He said, I'll stay.
I'm with Amy Thomas. I'm looking for her niece, Tiffany Wright. Her voice is very high and soft. Meek. Totally different than she keeps going this like a thumb ring or like a little ring, like ring on her finger. Her hair looks darker to me, like almost like my color. Tiffany. She liked little kids things. Like she's 19, but like she's showing me I saw My Little Pony. I thought I saw Sesame Street, Blue's Clues. So this is like little kids things that she's talking about. I heard her say pick up sticks. No, pixie sticks. Okay, candy, like sugar candy. Yeah. She goes like this, but she ever paint her nails, so she's like really big on like doing that, like, you know, chunking it out, like getting the paint off, like just, she's like, she goes obsessed, like just, it's funny. Did you say that? Chain link flowers. Yeah, like you can make like a little chain link flowers. Let's go for the message. She's just taught. She goes, crisscross applesauce. This is like a Miss Mary Mack kind of thing, or like those kind of jump rope, all that. I thought I saw a skip it. Oh my god, I haven't seen one of those in forever. Tiffany Wright, is there a message that you would like to give to your Aunt Amy? She goes, whoa, you know you were my favorite aunt, just like that. Oh. She's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. I want to thank... She's being silly. I don't know. I want to thank you for your time and your space and your energy and being here with me. She says thank you for letting her get away with all the things that you did. She goes like that. She's giggling. She goes, but that's not why you were the best aunt. You were the best aunt because you were the one who taught me how to try to find common ground. Now, I was not good at executing it, but that was you. She goes, what I love the most about you is watching you walk in the kitchen. It seems like you're throwing down a paper or like newspaper or something. You're throwing something down, even a notebook, whatever. And you shake your head and you murmur under your breath. She says she loved to watch you do that. Like a bitching energy. Just go further. I feel like I'm in a house right now. It seems like there's thick carpet. It's dark, maybe brown. I'm not sure, but it's like thick and fuzzy. And it's like all right. So like if I was in a kitchen, I would say that the fridge is like right here, but then there's a hallway or something, a room right here where like that's where I'm seeing the carpet. And it seems like there's wood on the walls or like a tan color, but it really looks like wood to me. Is that a room that, or familiar with what I'm describing?
Yeah, that sounds like my father-in-law's house.
Okay. So she's reminiscing about that and laughing and smiling. She's very happy. Her energy is beautiful. She's in a beautiful place. She feels really good. Very loving, calm, peaceful, beautiful energy is what she's bringing through. Very innocent as well. Tiffany, is there anything else that you want to say to Amy? She says she loves you and that she worries about you. It's the stress factor, she says. This is probably where the messages are going to get a little repetitive just because it's your family. I love you. She says, I don't want to see you go before you have to. She says, I'm rooting for you always. Drink more water. There's something about your water consumption. She goes, I know. She goes, put a flavor in it. I don't care. She goes, you know you're supposed to. She goes, I can't say much because I hated water. She's funny. She's so cute. I love her energy. She's so cool. Do you want to ask her anything?
Does she have a message? Does she have a message for her mom?
I think she felt that coming because I thought I was going to throw up like a second before you said that. Hold on. I feel dizzy and I heard the word hellbent. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to regroup. Excuse me. Tiffany. Tiffany Wright, is there a message that you want to give to your mom? The whole energy just shifted. I'm so sorry. She's crying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want you to know I do love you. I heard the words neglect, abandonment. Now, that doesn't mean it has to be like, it feels like something was neglected. Something was abandoned, okay? Start over. So much lies, so much trust, so much distrust, trust issues, betrayal, sabotaging. I just keep seeing, this is metaphorical, I feel. I keep seeing black garbage bags being picked up and thrown. Like, picked up and thrown. Like, wanting to get rid of garbage, wanting to get, like, negative energy. I died inside every day. Nobody understood how upset I was or how I felt. Nobody listened to me. What's this about? This feels like it's about a romantic connection, or like, this feels like a broken heart. Would anyone know if she was like depressed, suicidal ever in her life?
Not that I'm aware of.
She's spilling the beans now about it, and when I was alive, I didn't really feel like my mother cared enough to talk to me or to listen or pay attention to anything I said. In one ear, out the other. She's too fucking busy. She says, I hated that so fucking much. All I wanted was to be heard. All I wanted was to be seen. All I wanted was to feel like I was valued. But she never had fucking time for me. Too busy, always gone. Go, 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 go. I felt so alone inside. I'm not saying any of this to make you feel bad. I'm not saying any of this to make you frustrated or cry. She goes, but it's pretty fucking sad. This is the only time you're ever going to listen to what I have to say. I wanted so much more and I deserve so much more and I got nothing but shit. I'm not mad at you, but it did make me sad. She says it's never too late to get right. It's never too late to do better. Mom, I want you to ask yourself, why the fuck you're always so busy? What are the things that you're truly chasing? Does it really make you happy? Because at the end of the day, you're still chasing. She goes, I'm done. I heard her sing the song Who Let the Dogs Out. That's an old song. Okay. She's showing me TV dinners as well. I feel like that's like all she ate, or that's something like she liked to eat, or like that. That ties in with like a neglect energy. Okay. We're at 20 minutes. Is there anything else you want to talk with her about?
Would anything with Tiffany have anything to do with her father?
Before I answer that question, do you have or care? I heard grandmother's pendant. Does that mean anything to you? So a pendant is like a piece of a necklace. Is there do you have a piece of a necklace that belonged to another woman in your life?
Oh yeah, I have a pendant that belonged to someone else, but not her grandmother.
Who is it that it belongs to?
My mother, Rhonda.
Okay, so that would be like a grandmother energy to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Does her father have a mustache?
No.
Okay. Okay, that's an assailant. I don't like these readings, but this is why we're here. We're here to heal. I don't know if anyone would know that she was raped at one point of being alive. That was the first thing that came out when I asked about... I don't know what you mean by your question. I'm just the phone. So when I asked her what you said, does her father have anything to do with Tiffany? I heard the word rape very loudly, and I said, what does this mean? And then I said, if this is something that I really did hear from you, show me. This is the evidential part. I said, show me something that would click for you. And she said, Grandma's pendant. That you have Grandma's pendant. Okay, so that was confirmed. That this is where I utilize the evidential part, okay? So how does this tie in with you answering the question? Neglect and abandonment from everybody. She got herself in a situation with a man. This is seeking attention because she didn't feel loved by anybody. And it turned sour really quick. And she was taken advantage of. Okay, so that's deep. Can we back up and answer the question again? Would you know if the father does intoxication, whether it's drugs or alcohol?
Yeah, alcohol.
Okay. She's blaming... When it comes to dad, she just keeps talking about intoxicated state, intoxicated state, intoxicated. So however that would factor into your question, she's pinpointing it to intoxication. Okay. She's upset and does not really want to talk about it. She's showing me putting duct tape over her own mouth when it comes to talking about her dad.
Could that be her stepdad instead of her dad? Her stepdad does have a mustache. Her dad does not.
Is the mustache dark? That's who I'm seeing. That's who she showed. His hair, at one point in his life, his hair kind of went... where you could tussle it with your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I'm not sure, because he always has a hat on whenever I see him. At one time in his life.
He's got like a little pooch, like a little belly.
Yeah.
Why are you showing me him? Abuse.
Is that who she's saying? Is that who raped her? Or is it like somebody within her peers?
It's connected to him. She tried to talk. I feel like she's trying to say she tried to hint. She might not have come out and said what happened, but she tried to hint to open up a conversation. That's when nobody was there for her. That's where, when she started talking in the beginning of her conversation to her mom, the words that were used, neglect, abandonment, she wanted to talk about this. Nobody would talk. Nobody was there. Nobody gave her time. I heard frightened. What? They knew something was wrong and they were too scared to talk about it. She goes, she spit. She goes, they'll never admit that. She's chewing gum like profusely. Like smacking gum, like a nervous tick kind of thing. Pulling it out. Snapping bubbles. She goes, I used to annoy the shit out of people. She's laughing. Man, her demeanor just totally changed. We're at 26 minutes. Do you want to keep talking to her?
No, I guess that's all right now that I can think of.
She just showed me a really beautiful flower blooming, giving it to you. I heard plumeria, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like a stargazer, like a white lily with lots of pink in it. It like bloomed out and like she's giving it to you. She says, I love you so much. She said, thank you for listening to me and thank you for giving me this time. And she just showed me graham crackers. That feels like a very young, old memory. Okay. Thank you, Tiffany.
Okay.
She zoomed out quickly. Like she didn't want to be here anymore. Okay. Here comes Rhonda with a tambourine. She's been around, like, obviously, but, there's a couple minutes left. What did you want to talk to her about?
I want to ask you a question. I'm going to save Rhonda for next time.
Okay. She goes, boo!
I don't have all my ducks in a row.
She stood up and turned her back to you and opened up a newspaper. Like a disrespect laughing energy. That's funny.
I have a friend that has a daughter that's missing.
Okay.
The little girl's name is Summer.
How old is she?
6 now.
What's her last name?
Wells.
I keep seeing like a blonde red like blondish red light haired girl. Is that her?
Blonde.
Okay. She was with her mom the last time she was seen?
Yeah.
This feels like she strayed away kind of energy. Shopping? Or like public? Do you know?
No, I'm not sure. She supposedly went missing from her front yard.
Are the mom and dad separated?
They were right before this.
It feels like she's with a male. Let me see if I can see. This man looks like Mr. Clean. Don't want to. Feels like he's 6 foot, maybe a little more. This man likes cars. Are there any tattoos? Where? Feels like there's a tattoo behind his ear. He's got a lot of tattoos. And it kind of seems like tribal, like black. Okay. This looks like a red house. That could be brick or it could be red. They're not doing anything to her, but she does not feel safe. What do they tell you? If I try to escape, they'll kill me. Higher self, why did it take you? I heard they plan on doing sex trafficking, but they can't. She's too known. That's what I heard.
What state are they in?
Say it again.
What state are they in?
This feels north. This feels very north. Very, very, very north. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if it was, like, up by Canada. New Hampshire? So I don't even know where that is. Somewhere high. What state are you in?
I'm in Georgia. She lived in Tennessee.
Okay. I told her that I'm going to put, I did it, a bubble of protection around her. I told her stay positive. Her conscious mind doesn't know the conversation, but this is for her soul, okay? I'm going to gift spell work. I'm going to do a spell that's going to bring her back home. Safely and alive. If it's successful, I heard she'll be back within 6 weeks or less. This feels like, okay, so I'm going to stop here.